Now, we're going to be looking at the issue of the cement manufacturers and the proposed LI. We have a story here on ChannelOne News.com. It says here, Katie Hammond orders cement manufacturers out of meeting. Construction Chamber of Construction. Now, let me get into the story. So on Friday, July 19th, Trade and Industry Minister Kobna Tahir Hammond dismissed representatives of the Cement Manufacturers Association from a meeting with the Ghana Chamber of Construction Industry held at Christ the King in Accra. Now, a video from the event shows Mr. Hammond firmly requesting the cement manufacturers to leave before the meeting started. I was invited by the Chamber of Construction. I wasn't invited by the Association of Cement Manufacturers. I wasn't invited by them. Can they leave? The minister asked. Mr. Hammond explained that he had already met with the manufacturers previously and did not see the need to meet with them again at this gathering. He emphasized that this meeting was specially for interactions with the Chamber of Construction. Two options, that I leave or they leave, the minister stated firmly, despite efforts by representatives from the chamber to justify the manufacturer's presence. He further asserted, actually, if you want it on record, they will not meet with me. Let me pause here. And come to you, Kabute. So this posturing by the Trade and Industry Minister appears bullish, appears maybe draconian in a certain sense also, and seems, it's like, I don't care what you say, I will do what I will do.
Let me try and go back to yesterday.
Also, in context, the Association of Cement Manufacturers are they not part of the Chamber of Construction?
They are the core.
Okay, continue.
Right. So clearly, let me go to yesterday when they started toying with words, confidence and arrogance. I mean, we need to have that clear discussion. There's the people say there's a thin line. No. There's a thick line. There are two different angles. Look, there's a man to tell you at the gate, sir, you want to see Kweku? Yes, he's currently on air. So you have to go to the reception and wait. And the person is like, oh, no, Kweku is my brother. I want to go. You let me go inside. And say, please, you cannot go there. We are sorry, but you can't go there. And that's the guy with an open arm telling you, no, you are not passing this way. You are going that way. With a smile. At the end of the day, director, oh yeah. He says you will not go there. But he's smiling. That is confidence. He's confident on his job. He's confident that his boss will approve what he's doing. He's confident that he's on the right track. He's confident that today is a day for him to do his job, and he's doing that job. Arrogance is, boss, that's arrogance. The same man who gave you the job will fire you because at this point, you are being arrogant. So let's move straight to this matter. You see, the documentary works and the resultant law that will come out of putting that bill in Parliament is actually supposed to be a consultative and a dialogic process. It doesn't mean this participatory approach will not automatically deliver 100% acceptance. Doesn't mean, oh, everybody will like it. No. It's not automatic. But rather, it will produce a well-discussed, properly examined, and a potentially widely accepted policy. The end result is that citizens and government will dialogue, and then they'll come up with what's good for them. At the end of the day, then as for you, the media and the media, me CSO, then the minister who wanted to even step at the Christ the King gate. These are the cement manufacturers who will keep support the industry and produce for them. And then he said he has met them already. I can understand his call.
Yeah, but he's met them already. It doesn't matter.
But the one who called for the meeting with you,
yes,
actually is there
includes these people.
But what shows that the cement manufacturers, some of them are not into construction. Can they have subsidiary companies that are into construction? Do you understand? Yeah. I mean, you can have Guinness Ghana producing Guinness. They can have stands where they sell their Guinness.
No, but even apart from that, you think about it. how can the Chamber of Construction not include members of the Association of Cement Manufacturers? It's illogical
No,
in my mind.
technically, you see, I made a statement on your show that you see, ignorance laced with arrogance is worse than illiteracy.
Interesting.
Ignorance laced with arrogance is worse than literacy. Okay, say, Papa Bika Okruma, say, school, and Papa Jimmy. I mean, if you sit in the classroom, a law will go on 10 over 10, 100 over 100. At the end of the day, notice something, that in the classroom, the moment the call for class prefect comes, even as young people, we decided on the guy who was neat, the guy who speaks well. We checked all those things at that young, tender age. And you see the boys, you know, they won't even select their own.
Yeah.
They will move from their own clique guys and select the guy who, you know. So we always know the right thing, right from infancy, that, look, this minister could have approached them well.
Yeah.
Boss, you will sit in this meeting, but I will not, I think we should have a dialogue that once I've met them already, they shouldn't contribute on this platform. You can talk, but then you know, everyday music that plays is a play for peace and dialogue. Look, are you better than God? The one who created the world. Even he discussed with his people before he did things. These are people who actually have the power over the cement. They will produce it. They have a producer price. When they shut down, we are finished. And you are having that matter.
If they shut down, the construction chamber cannot function.
These are the issues that came up. Poor consultation. That means clearly, if the early meeting with these producers went very well, why wouldn't he want them in the meeting?
Yeah.
So poor consultation is a problem. Lack of clarity and the use of words. I mean, the man on the radio, when I heard him, he said that they are not going to regulate the control, but they are going to regulate.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Boss, I went to Ringway Nursery.
What's the difference?
I was in Ringway Nursery. I'm here every year, but that's a bad school portal. So English, it was a white woman who was in charge of my school. I'm not bragging to you. So for English, I'm maybe Sana English, so I speak average English. I don't speak good English. You take your good and excellent, but I understand English. Look, regulate, control. It's the same thing. But at the end of the day, are you regulating it or controlling it for the best of everybody? That's where we are right now. So finally, look, price control regulation, that's a gimmick is playing with us. The implication is that it will affect what is going on right now, will affect cement cost. It will affect the industry. We already have housing gap as a country. The housing deficit we have. Even now, the cost of renting.
Yeah.
Automatically, this should draw in quickly the rent control. They've been sleeping. For them, I don't think they've even woken up any day. They are still in their sleep. Let's wake them up so that they'll start discussing with landlords, and the rent matter shouldn't be based on this thing right now. They will start telling you that they did some renovations and the cement cost has gone up. So you have to pay more. And then this is going to bring another discussion altogether. Mr. Minister, I don't like getting personal with some of these issues. But you see, I think this particular man, respectfully, an honorable man, his utterances sometimes very worrisome. This was the same man who told the youth that their complaints, they have done their head like coconut. Meanwhile, this was a man during his time in the university. These were the guys who demonstrated against chicken because they preferred meat. Yeah. You see, some of them I can understand. This was a man who was questioning about the drill ship and told us he has a funeral. I mean, so you see, this country, when you take in some certain individuals and the way they behave, we have over-pampered people. For me, I think he should quickly apologize to this group, bring all of them together. It's never too late. We have big halls in this country. Not all is there. There's Christ the King Hall again. Bring all of them together and be real with them.
The ministry even have a hall. So
tell them the truth that, look, this is the reality. We want to control the prices, and then this is it. You bring your issues, your production costs and everything, but let's have a middle grounder, because we have X housing deficit, and you are also part of Ghana. Help us solve our problem. May the good Lord bless our home Ghana. And I think we need to really discuss this thing again. Because Charlie, rent matter is not a soft matter.
Very good. With the issue of the Honorable K.T. Hammond, See, I think it is high time he distanced himself from the usual KT Hammond and being the substantive minister for trade and industry. I mean, the games are quite too much, all right? Enough of the playing. Let's get serious as far as that particular sector is concerned. Listen, in any event, any economic policy has both positives and negatives. And if you are not careful, we may create what is called an artificial shortage. You see, these manufacturers decide on the volumes of output. If for any reason there's a policy that more or less restricts, somehow their production, then it means they may decide to decrease production or supply, and that will reduce the quantity of cement that is made available to the public to buy. All right.
Yeah.
This issue is born out of what transpired earlier when the minister indicated a meeting to have a meeting with the cement manufacturers when they got in there and they met the media. And then the manufacturers said to the minister that, listen, you called us for a meeting. You did not call us about having a meeting also in the presence of the media. Allow the media to step aside, discuss whatever you want to discuss with that. Thereafter, you can meet the media and tell them whatever. This is the genesis, this is the crux of the whole matter. Just because the manufacturers were averse to having the meeting in the presence of the media, the minister took offense to it. And so when he also came in and met the manufacturers present at that meeting, he said, hey, find opportunity to retaliate. Listen, if you do not leave, I'll leave. Listen, you are not serving yourself.
Yeah.
It is the same taxpayers' money that is paying you.
Yeah.
You don't pay yourself.
No.
You are a servant of the nation. You do not have any power to lord yourself over us. And this is a policy you intend bringing in place to attempt to stabilize the prices of what? Cement. What is the end game here? You are regulating the price. And we know in this country, in the history of this country, when it comes to price control, the burden that comes with it, at the end of the day, government will have to bear those costs.
Yeah.
And so in any event, if you want to create whatever, these are the primary people. Engage them. It was even a fine opportunity for you to have sat with them that, listen, what happened the last time, it shouldn't repeat itself. All right? They are your people. Just talk to them. But if you are adamant, better yet, you take an entrenched position, how then do you come again to sit with them when the policy comes out? Will you be able to engage them going forward? So the whole issue again is about the clinker. They have indicated that, listen, if you are able to stabilize the city, if you are able to allow the city to gain some form of strength, then they importing the primary product, which is the clinker, to manufacture the cement, will come at a minimal cost. Your city is dying, it's falling, haphazardly. You are not able to tame it, and then you are forcing something on them. How then do they also survive? They may decide not to produce anymore.
Okay.
And you have nothing against them. All right? If you want to do anything at that level, stabilize your city. Let them be able to import the product, or if you like, the input material that is used in manufacturing the cement at a minimal cost. If cost of production is minimal, definitely they do not, in fact, there's no sense, in profiteering from this. Definitely they will pass it on, and you and I will buy it at that, minimum price.
All right.
But if there's that, attitude of bossiness, being adamant and what have you. It doesn't help anyone.
All right. Okay.
Right? It doesn't help anyone. Have that engagement with them. See some form of negotiation, and that should be the way forward.
All right. Okay.